Hello again, this is Heero Uzuki with part 17 of the Fallout 4 Let's Play, the game in which we help the Synth hippies, the railroad, recover their prototype super secret something or other from their destroyed hideout, and because of that, we have joined the quote-unquote Cool Kids Club. I mostly just did so I could get the hardware, this lovely silenced pistol here, and now I need to see a man about a Gauss Rifle. But anyway, if you support the Synth hippie, the railroad's goals of freeing the not robots, then maybe hit that like and subscribe button. I don't know, I wouldn't hold it against you if you didn't. I mean, there's something about that Carrington character that sort of rubs me the wrong way. Just don't quite know what it is yet.
You gotta be careful, man. The Institute is everywhere.
Are they?
Hey there.
The sensor sweep says you're clean. Hooray! We're bug free.
Come again?
I went through a sensor sweep?
Every test Des would let me run. Full EMF scan, biological sniffers, and other state-of-the-art security. So the sweep
Define
says
state-of-the-art.
The Institute isn't watching you or us. But the tests lie, man. Okay.
Wait, didn't you make the test?
Out there.
So you're lying?
Because if you have, they got you.
Are you seriously asking if I eat food?
The food out there is dangerous. It's contaminated. That's why I grow my own food. Reclaimed pure water, local nutrients. Nothing goes
doomsday
in me
prepper.
that I don't see. That's how you stay safe. The Institute has these tiny microscopic robots in the food, man.
So, nanomachines.
And they report back.
Tom, that's rubbish.
You just don't get it, Carrington. The Institute is in your blood.
We can't see your face.
That's a lot to process.
Please, don't believe a word of this bollocks.
Okay. If you really want to be safe, let me give you a little shot. Desdemona says no one has to, but it will kill those little robots.
I'm sorry, what?
There's battery acid in that serum of yours.
Oh my.
You can omelet
Oh
without
my.
radiating some eggs. You ready to shoot?
He's got a point, but what exactly is in this shot?
What's in the shot?
We got algae, some yummy bacteria culture, and just a little bit of battery acid.
That
But
all
we
sounds
got
like stuff that
rhino
you
babies
don't
out
want
here.
in your blood.
It's a hard reboot of your system, man.
I don't know.
Fine. Let them hear and see everything. Okay. I hope you like your whole life being downloaded to the Institute's mainframe.
Just make something.
Actually, I dose myself with radiation to kill the blood robots.
I read you, man. Smart.
I do
I'd
dose
rather
myself
have
with
some hair loss
radiation,
than let the
just
Institute
not
win.
intentionally.
Hey, you get it, man. I make things around here. You go and do. You do whatever. And come back and I will set you up.
Speaking of which,
Let's see what you
can
got.
you set me up with a
Make
Gauss
yourself
Rifle?
comfortable and prepare to be astounded.
No Gauss Rifle. I was prepared to be astounded, bedazzled, and otherwise stupefied. Now, I'm just sad. I do need to get rid of some crap. So let's sell off all these and take some ammo. Yeah. So much 3.8 ammo, and I'm not even really using it anymore.
It's not an easy road you've chosen, but you're never alone in this.
I'm sorry,
Bet
what?
you never met a synth before Glory.
Right, sure. Drugs. Just so many drugs. There must be something wrong with that Nuka Cherry for it to be just sitting here in this. Open sesame. Seriously though, Deacon, you owe me $50. Yoink.
Terminal somewhere.
Terminal's right next to it, but we don't need it because whoever was here last didn't close up. The door's unlocked. Which, by the way, whoever it was, you're fired. That's close enough. Hey, buddy. You doing all right there? I'm sure he's fine. Just give him a salt tablet and he'll be up and walking in no time. Maybe. Yoink.
Update. Observed unusual activity has ceased. Window is open for a heavy to make contact, but they should act now. The package is still in my possession. It cannot remain here safely for much longer. Out.
Noted. Just go ahead and add this as a fast travel location.
There. Caravan or raider?
I'm sorry, what?
What?
I said caravan or raider. Which are you?
I don't think I heard you the first time. Could you repeat that?
I really don't understand what you're asking.
Seriously? This is Bunker Hill. All the caravans in the Commonwealth come through here, and every raider
Rings no bells
outfit
to
in
me.
the area gets protection money to keep their paws off the market and their homes. So there's only two types of people coming through here: caravans and raiders. Which are you?
Are you sure there isn't a third option?
I'm here on my own.
Freelance, huh? All right. Come on in, but no gunfire. Market's open. You can do as much trading as you like.
Before we do that... Actually, let's go ahead and advance the quest just real quick, and then I need to jump over to the robotics ground. The disposal ground, sorry.
Welcome, my friend. Might I ask, do you have a Geiger counter?
Yes, but let us exercise discretion.
Mine is in the shop.
You? I was expecting someone of the feminine persuasion.
Sorry
or
to
with our
disappoint.
mutual friends. Yes?
Let's say I am.
Of course. You've just joined, haven't you?
What gave it
All
away?
you need to know is this is the first stop for all our new packages. So maintaining proper security here and preventing any unnecessary delays is crucial.
Let us continue to be covert in broad
A
daylight.
trader always has to move his merchandise sufficiently.
Particularly with such delicate goods at hand.
Exactly.
Even
My
good
current
old
package has
Hancock
been
gets
in
it.
my possession far too long. I'm supposed to deliver the package to someplace nearby, but raiders have complicated matters. So, if you could...
Facilitate delivery. I can do that.
We're supposed to make the delivery at night, so once you clear out the undesirables, we'll meet after the sun sets.
Noted. Okay. So, remember that thing I've been saying about how you should do as I say, not as I do? Well, keep doing that. Do as I say, not as I do. What I need is a hub flower. Or maybe like 2. You know, I'll go ahead and grab a third one. Because we need to make drugs. Okay, well, maybe not to necessarily need to, just... Grape mentats are powerful stuff. Go ahead and pull this over here. It'll be a pain in the ass to keep coming back here if I need to make drugs otherwise. Again, do as I say, not as I do. Don't do drugs. Do not make drugs. They're bad for you. Please. There. I was gonna say that I can't make drugs, even with the power on. Or
Never
with the
built
power.
much myself. I'm not supposed to operate machinery.
There we go. Don't do drugs. Alright, throwing all my crap in here, right? What about 8 stuff? I'm setting a terrible example by carrying so many drugs on me. Please don't look at me. You're still looking, and I can feel your scorn. I can feel you judging me. Alright, let's get this over with. These guys aren't going to kill themselves after all. I don't think I'd be able to find a way to make them. Please hold still. My gun license might need to be taken away. Just as soon as I get one.
One more.
What am I doing? Thank you. Thank you. I'm not one for switchblades. They're, rather ineffective. At least that's what I've found. Besides, I've got the Pikmin blade. It's way more powerful. Ah! The man of the hour. How's it going?
Everything looks clear. This is H222. H2, here's the person I talked to you about.
Not much to look at, is he? Let's be nice.
Nice to meet you, H2.
Another person actually happy to meet me. This'll take some getting used to.
Happy
Remember
might be a
what I
strong
told you,
word.
H2. I'll fire up the signal. And there. Time for me to go. Keep H2 safe. Someone will be here shortly.
So he says. Hancock might need to move. Alright, old man, you can make yourself scarce.
Easy there.
Don't shoot. Fixer, right?
No.
I heard about you. Walked the
Yes.
Freedom Trail, cleared out Switchboard. Glad you joined the team.
Somebody has to be.
Do you have a Geiger counter?
Right you are. Mine is in the shop.
Alright, he's clean.
Now, let's take a look at our friend. Hey, you okay?
A little rattled, but I've never been better.
Where are you? Stop
The
hiding
other
behind
man,
me.
He said I shouldn't talk too much.
He told you right, H2. You'll need a real name and a new face, but we'll get to that. Oh, listen. There's more of them raiders behind me. Afraid we need a little more help.
What type of help?
We need to get to Ticonderoga's safe house, my home.
So you
A lot of
need the
Synths fresh
violent
off the
kind
boat
of help.
crashed there, we smuggle them out of the Commonwealth.
In case you were wondering how exactly it is that a synth managed to get out to the capital wasteland in Fallout 3.
All right, Ticonderoga, here we come.
I'll lead the way.
Don't be afraid to pick those legs up. And, you know, maybe run a little faster. This is the problem with having so much hardware on hand. Just it's so hard to decide what to use.
I'll be up ahead.
Am I done looting? No.
Take whatever you can. I'll keep watch.
Let's keep going. Run faster. I'm talking to the not robot. You do realize your place is right next to a small raider outpost, right?
High rise.
And we're here. All in the night's work for you agent types. Huh.
Yeah,
So,
sure, why not?
Is this a normal operation?
More than I'd like. Sometimes I can sneak our friends through all by my lonesome. But other times it's like the damn raiders are holding a convention. Working with you made it a whole lot easier. If you ever need grub, bullets, or just a power nap, take the elevator up to Tycon. My house is yours. But right now,
Noted.
I need to take care of H2. Later.
Have fun with that. Now let's just go ahead and turn in the quest.
So,
Get that
seems
level
you know how to
XP.
hold your own. I'd had my doubts when we first hit the road.
Did you now?
Thanks. You're not so bad yourself.
I never get many complaints. It's just real rare these days. Find someone who's not willing to take things the way they're handed to them. Too many good folks not willing to get their hands dirty. And and too many assholes taking advantage of it.
That hits a little close to home.
Diamond City. Before McDonough took over, it was a half-decent place to live. A little stricter than I usually go for, but not terrible. I thought he and I had a pretty happy childhood. But then he decides he's gonna try and get elected with his anti-ghoul crusade. Mankind for McDonough.
That wasn't me.
Before you know it, you got families with kids lining up to drag folks they called neighbor out of their homes and throw them to the ruins.
You and McDonough knew each other as kids?
Oh yeah. Guy's my brother. Grew up together.
What a shitty brother.
Shack on the waterfront. Guy was the standard big brother. Entitled, punchy, liked to shove rotten potatoes down my shirt and slap my back. But I never thought he'd be capable of something like what they did to those ghouls.
Why did McDonough campaign against the ghouls?
Because he thought he could win. There'd always been a pretty clear divide between the folks living in the stands and those
Now, who does that remind me of?
I'm not convinced they didn't do it just to improve their view. I remember storming into his office above the stands after the inauguration speech. He was just standing there, staring out the window, watching as the city turned on the ghouls. He didn't even look at me. Just said, "I did it, John. It's finally mine." Should have killed him right there, but I don't think it would have changed anything.
It might have made you feel
Instead, I
better.
pleaded with him, begged him to call it off. He said he couldn't. He had nothing against the ghouls. He was just carrying out the will of the people. And he couldn't betray the voters. And then he smiled. That hideous fucking mile-long smile. He never smiled like that when we were kids. I didn't even recognize him.
What do you mean you didn't recognize him?
I don't know. Just didn't seem like the guy I grew up with.
Then
When
you
I
should have
first
shot
heard
him.
the rumors he'd been swapped for a synth. Thinking back on that night, I thought it made a lot of sense. But now, I don't know. I don't think I buy it. I've seen him since then, and there's no way they copied him that perfectly. Even got his tight-ass walk.
Oh
But
my.
at the time, I just needed to get the hell away from him. Him and that whole damn city.
He murdered those ghouls.
Him and that whole damn city. I still wasn't a ghoul at this point, so I didn't have to leave, but I couldn't bring myself to stay in that cesspool after that. I'd been sneaking off the Good Neighbor for years to get decent chems, so I knew the safe routes. I managed to track down a couple
Already
of
knew the
families,
neighborhood.
lead them there, but most couldn't get used to the Good Neighbor lifestyle. I brought them food for a couple of weeks, but after a while, they just disappeared. Folks in Diamond City signed their death warrants, and all the good people were willing to just sit by and watch. I felt like I was the only one who saw how screwed up things truly were, who couldn't just pretend things were fine. Still feel that way. Or I did. Until I met you. I know I run my mouth, but having someone who sees the world for what it is, and is willing to do something about it, it's meant a lot to me. I feel damn lucky to have you as a friend.
We're friends.
I feel exactly the same, Hancock. It's been a hell of a ride thus far.
Then here's to a long road, with plenty of ammo. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for hearing me out. You probably weren't looking for a history lesson, were ya? You wanna hit the road?
Tom needs you. Keeps bugging me about it.
Okay. I'm sorry, I wasn't really paying attention. I was just focusing on the fact that me and Hancock are bros now.
Drummer boy
Deacon's
said
record
he's
is the
synth.
best. You could learn a lot from him.
What, you don't believe Drummer?
Deacon's
Why?
face has been under the knife many, many times. Every so often, boom. Like it. It's hard to keep track. Maybe under all that, he's a synth. Maybe not.
Carrington, you
Doc.
schmuck.
Heavy's bloody traipsing around at all hours. I take it the H-222 situation has been resolved?
He got him really
There's
fucking
yet more to
fast.
be done. Since the fall of the switchboard, we've ascertained the fate of all but 2 safe houses. I want you to check on Augusta.
Tell me about Augusta.
Details await at the dead drop. Have a care. Odds are very good you're walking into something nasty.
Have a care, he says. It's a little. I gotta be honest, it's a little hard to care. Just a little bit. And it seems like everybody's doubling up on beds, even though I'm pretty sure they've got plenty. Is there perhaps some romance going on in the office? Why did they make me run so much? Hello? Oh.
Time to collect.
That was not me. You cannot blame me for that. You know, just bust out the grenades. I love this grenade launcher. It's just a shame it does not have that much ammo. Ow. You doing alright over there? I'm sure he's fine.
We'll carry ya.
I'm sure Hancock is fine. That limp is just to lull the raiders into a false sense of security. Hello? Buddy, I am Heero.
Won't recognize
Feel the burn. Embrace it. I will take that liquid science juice from you. Wait, why did I take the rat poison? I can't think of a reason for having it.
How much you got left in you?
Someone tells me you really don't want the answer to that question. Alright, let's get to looting. I'm sorry, I'm allowing myself to get sidetracked into, you know, looting some small raider outpost even though we should be focusing on a side quest. I just can't help myself. Just so many damn drugs around here. Who needs all these? I'm sorry, Lou, what? advantages of having so much hardware. Alright, let's sort this shit out. Maybe then I will get a Gauss Rifle.
I'm in.
First try. Gotta love it.
Let me guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Probably.
How often that works. Should have run. I'll find you.
I'm sorry, can I help you? Boo. I was kind of hoping for a gun. Am I asking for too much? How did you do that? He just phased right through the walls, didn't he? Must be some magic ghoul powers I don't even know about.
Playing games with me, huh?
I guess. A high-stakes version of hide and seek. How about that? How are you asleep through all this? You know what? Just stay asleep.
Yeah, huh? Should be.
No sign of him now.
I don't like it.
Come on. It's over. You must have run off. Relax.
I'll fucking relax or I'm ready to fucking relax. Got it?
Got it. Jesus. Why are you always in such a bad mood?
You're still alive, ain't ya? You should be thanking me instead of bitching all the time. Now shut up and get back to your patrol.
Whatever you say, boss.
Yeah, just do that.
Did you hear that?
No, I won't. Time to come to life, robot. And a medical responder, because why not? It fits.
Protectron on duty.
Hey, I got something.
So do I. A level up. Anything that is a nail down.
This patient under duty. A coroner.
Just take that. that's everything here. Now we gotta go upstairs. Or up the elevator. I know what I'm talking about. Maybe.
Going up.
Maybe I should have brought McCready. He'd have fun here. Maybe. No, we are not. I'm still being undecided with what I want to do with my perk points. It's a problem, I know, but so is having to choose. It is quite telling that I can sneak around in a suit of power armor, and they have not found me.
What the hell was that?
Nothing! Shut up! Just shut up and go back to your rounds or something. Go back to doing your drugs.
Nothing there now.
Actually, it might be the drugs that are making you hear things, so stop it.
Jumping in shadows. Yeah, you're probably right. Gotta cut down the shadows. Don't start talking crazy.
Hold still. Hold still. Thank you.
Who's there?
No one.
When you turn up, you're dead. I'm just getting started.
Anyone else? He is a very, very brave man. And maybe a little dumb. Sorry, dog. Thank you.
That's it.
Open sesame.
This is bullshit.
Fuck was that?
Nothing. Shut up.
The jet will make you jittery. Yeah, guess you were.
Don't do drugs. Delete the bodies. He doesn't need it where he's going.
Got it.
Hello? You came at me with a pool cue. Why? More metal armor. Why? You guys don't have any legendary guns on you? I should probably just focus on getting out of here. We got what we came for. And a little something extra. So, no need to waste any more time. No need to worry, Hancock is going to work his magic. And magically appear before we know it.
Yes.
See? Ghoul magic. He is already here.
Tom wants you for something.
I'm sure he does.
Ah, it's our newest agent.
Augusta's safe house was destroyed by the Institute.
And
It's
full
as
of
I
raiders.
feared. 3 safe houses gone. Hard to imagine. I have nothing further for you. at the
Not
moment.
really.
I'm sure
You're going up
someone
against a
else could use
high-tech
your help.
enemy.
No shortage of fires to be put out.
Neat. Alright, Tom. Do you have the Gauss Rifle now?
Dez has given me clearance to set up my atmospheric sensors. Finally, I can prove that the Institute is terraforming the Commonwealth. Eat that, Carrington.
Why would the Institute terraform the Commonwealth?
Why
Goes
indeed?
back to the big war. Who set off the first A-bomb? The Institute did.
That's a toss-up.
They
It was
started
either
the whole war to
America
kill everyone
or
except
China.
Their own diabolical scientists.
But what's that have to do with terraforming?
Everything, man. You see, humanity didn't kick the bucket like they planned. We're still hanging on. So first step, artificial people come to infiltrate, spy, and salvage the metric tons of gizmos they need. And once they get all the parts they need, whammo! The big atmospheric converter inside Blake Tower starts spewing poison into the stratosphere to kill every last one of us.
Tom, have you forgotten your tinfoil hat?
Give me details.
So my sensor, I call him Mila, needs to be up high, real high. Dez forced me to put some cameras and, other low-tech surveillance crap on it to watch the Freedom Trail. Chuck that stuff if you need to. Like who couldn't spoof a conventional camera, right?
Alright,
Tell
alright.
me where to put Mila then.
I got the perfect spot picked out. Set Mila up and let the juicy data pour in.
I think he's hungry.
Hey, I got everything you field agent types need. Even a few Tinker Tom specialities.
Do you have a Gauss Rifle?
Let's take a look.
Take a look.
Still no Gauss Rifle. I am still a sad boy. And on that note, we should probably stop before I get even more sad that I do not have a Gauss Rifle. So, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, then consider hitting the like button, the subscribe button, leaving a comment, and hitting that bell to stay updated with more videos from me. With that, this is Heero Uzuki, signing off. When, oh when, can I have my Gauss Rifle?